All right, and away we go. So, talking about gear, I've got a magic box here. This is the Roland Sound Canvas SC55 Mark II, made famous by, for me at least, was LucasArts Games. I mean, this is kind of like Sam and Max hit the road in a box. Monkey Island. Basically, it's like a MIDI machine. You can actually run, at least what you could do back in the day is actually use this as your sound card and run all your games, and the games subsequently use MIDI files, which would trigger all the instruments on here. So there's actually a really cool review of this thing over on Lazy Game Reviews, LGR. So check out his deep dive. I kind of wanted to go a little bit more into the tones and things you can use this machine for. And to get started, I kind of wanted to show off the boot screen because I love old school vintage screens, and this is one of them. And I absolutely love the boot on here. So here we go. Without further ado, boop-a-doo-doo. Oh shit, that didn't do it. Hold on, let me pull a the old power cable. Let's plug it back in. All right, let's see. Line it up. Yeah, dude. Sick. All right. Anyway, we're gonna go and park this thing here. So hopefully you can see the screen. I've got it balanced on a deck of cards, so I guess for scale, there you have it. It's also sitting on my RC 505 manual because this desk is super slippery and it's kind of a pain. So laminate desks, what do you know? They're not great. Audio wise, we're running the Tascam 16 by 8 audio interface up here on the desk. It's pretty sweet. It's a little rack unit, USB drivers. I don't know. You tell me if it sounds good. I've been using it for a couple years, captured bands, done podcasts, the whole nine. It's freaking sweet, dude. It's like $300. I mean, if you're into recording, I definitely get that one because it's got a ton of ports. Yeah, you'll never run out of space. Keyboard today, Arturia KeyStep. That's just the sequencer keyboard that everyone ever uses in bedroom production. And then obviously we've got the SC55 sitting right meow. My microphone, I got a MXL 990. It's just, I don't know. I bought it from a kit for like 10 years ago from a musician's friend. I don't know. These things probably go for like $60. So again, you tell me if it sounds good. But anyway, the whole reason why we're here today is to listen to this little Roland. If you ask me, man, it just sounds like the 90s. I'm just gonna rip a little C chord, but to me, it's just, man, Oregon Trail. You could just see like the Sierra logo, like showing up. Like, oh man, I don't know, just. It sounds great. I adore this thing. Actually, what I use them at most for is I've got another Roland synth, and this just works great to kind of like add a little cling clang on the bottom of my patches. So it's super fun. But taking a kind of closer look, I've had this question for a little bit about chorus and how chorus is created and what chorus does. And in my head, it just fattens up the tone of the instrument, right? It just makes it thicker. So, an easy recording trick is that you just double the instrument that you're playing or the track that you're using. So in this case, if you notice, it's got 16 little bars right along the bottom here. And I was wondering if I just started running the same piano across all 16 channels, would it then sound super fat and amazing like a real grand piano? Or is it just going to sound like a bunch of mush because the processor inside can't handle it? So that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out right now, and I figured I'd bring you all along on the ride and we'll figure it all out together. So I'm going to try to balance this thing. Yeah, it's a real high production value in my little room here. So yeah, we're going to balance that, and let's just hammer some chords and add more and more pianos. So I'm just going to stick with old standard C, because everybody knows what it sounds like. I'm not going to try to sing a C. I'm just going to... Bam! So that's one piano. First default piano. We're going to go to the next part. So it goes to part 2, and then down here it says MIDI channel 2. So, but this thing's set to MIDI channel 1, so I got to go back to MIDI channel 1. So now it's at MIDI channel 1, and so now if I hit my C, both pianos, ooh, yeah, definitely fatter already. So that's 2 pianos. We're up to 2 pianos. Oh man. So let's go ahead and rip 3 pianos. So again, I'm going to instrument number 3, and then I kick it back to MIDI channel 1. Ooh, that sounds 90s dance music as all hell. Yeah, I love it. Oh, that's fun. I like it. Okay, so 3 pianos. 3 pianos, I think. I would totally rip 3 pianos. I'm definitely gonna come back to that patch. That's gonna be fun. All right, so moving along, 4 pianos. Go back to MIDI channel 1. Ooh, so now it's starting to get a little crunch, a little twang. Yeah, it just sounds a little bit twangy. It sounds full, not rich, but twang. All right, so we're going 5 pianos now. Ooh, more twang. Even to the point of, I question if that's even a piano. Now we're getting into like guitar banjo notes. Let's check, let's drop it down an octave. So it doesn't really sound like chords anymore. Or like, I don't know, I think the lower registers actually sound better with multiple pianos. Middle register just sounds like a bunch of pianos, but the upper register sounds like a banjo. Let's go ahead and crank up 6. Again, 6 pianos, MIDI channel 1. Okay, now the middle register is starting to change. Sounds kind of like there's almost not reverb, but it's like kind of like an old radio, old-timey radio maybe. All right, here we go, hitting 7 pianos. More twang. She's getting twangy, Captain. That's 8 pianos. 8 pianos. 9. Ooh. 9 pianos does not sound good. It's like, you hear that ring? It's like weird. Ugh. I don't know what that is. Weird. Somebody tell us what that overtone is, what that like squealy noise is. Right, so we're gonna move on to, oh, what is this? Channel 10, instrument. Oh! This is why you go through all the options of the synth. You could discover the percussion section. Well, that's exciting. Oh my god, there's a whole bunch. Oh, it's got the TR-808s on here, dude. Oh man. Okay. All right, look. This is why you go through all your gear. I just found all these drums. Tons of them. That's awesome. Okay. All right. So 3 pianos and a drum set. I'm coming back to that. So I guess I can't use channel 10. So I'm going to use channel 10. I'm going to put that on MIDI channel 2 so it doesn't trigger since it's all drums. So I wonder what MIDI channel 11 is. MIDI channel 11 is a piano. So it's only 10 that's percussion. Interesting. So we're going to go crank it back down to MIDI channel 1. So this is channels 1 through 9 plus channel 11, all pianos. And it's not triggering. I think we reached the limit of this device. Let's do 12 pianers. 12 pianers. It's not bumping. It's not going up. All right, I think this thing might only have 9 voices? 9 voice synth? 8 voice synth? I don't know how that works. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass here. I'm just gonna add the rest of the channels because I don't know if they trigger. Well, shucks. I was hoping this thing was either gonna play them all and sound amazing or play them all and sound bad. But it can't do that many. Can't do that many. So, I don't know. I think it's only actually playing like 9 of those. Doesn't trigger the rest of them because you can see the bars don't all spike. So, long story short, if you add a crap ton of synthy pianos on top of each other, it gets really twangy. Sounds almost like a banjo, mid-register. It has a good hammer, low register. I think it sounds pretty good. But either way, this was a fun little experiment, and I discovered drums as well. So, hey, we all learned something. So, hopefully you took something away from this. This is a fun little machine. I'm going to probably do a couple more videos about this and plenty of other gear. So, if you're interested, check out what else is on this channel. So, talk to you soon. Thanks.